Hello, welcome to Lime War. Today we have Daseabneren starting in this location here versus Meheecan, who has, I can't tell, but I think it's in this area here, so they're pretty close to each other. Let's turn off Fog of War and all commands. There we go, all commands. Right, so down in the south we have Daz, who is going for an airfield on that rocky bit of mountains there, which is going to give that airfield some stealth. But any air units sitting on the end that aren't in the mounting aren't going to get that stealth bonus. But it looks like they've spotted each other pretty quickly. At least Daz has spotted Meheecan and is creating a formation line. It's gone for a bit of eco as well, some industry and a town. Whereas Meheecan has gone for a barracks thus far. And everything else is in the forest. So that barracks is just going to be providing some units to spread across the map. We've got an energy well with some tanks. Those tanks are going to push down through the center here. And this factory, I'm assuming, is going for tanks as well. But because it took a little while, I'm assuming he's got low economy. He does. And he's going for commandos. So these commandos will sneak around and is trying to go for this energy well, which isn't quite built yet. Daz doesn't actually own it. But he's got another one over here, and he can probably survive a little while without any energy. Fortunately though, Meheecan can't. He has... oh, he's just built production. There we go. It's just finished production, should I say. So Meheecan now has energy, and Daz is struggling on the front lines. Has some energy as his starting energy, and is using his helicopters for that energy. And his units are just stood here. They could be taking this territory for the energy well. Which is unfortunate, but... some infantry are jumping on a factory over here. It looks like they're going to get the kill there. They do. And some tanks are rushing in down the sides. And it looks like they're going to just converge on this location, try and take out some of these artillery as they're distracted by the infantry. A helicopter comes out on the field now, so I think that's going to try and take down these tanks as soon as they can. He's got more than enough energy, so the delay for the energy wasn't too much of a problem. But the tank production for Meheecan is just continuing to flow down. And he's got 4 tanks there still. He doesn't have any anti-air really, but the helicopter is just going to keep on increasing in damage as there's more of them. But there is an infantry unit right here. And quite a few of them are going for this airfield. It won't matter too much apart from producing more helicopters, because the helicopters don't actually need to land on the airfields anyway. Daz now has the ability to produce an energy well, so he's getting that going, but it might not mean much if they manage to kill this structure, because then he won't have anything to build other than tanks for the energy. Tanks are going to rush in for Daz's town over here. And Daz doesn't have enough units expanding, which is going to really slow down his economy, but that's mostly because of the pressure he's been put under from Meheecan's rush in through the middle. Let's have a look at the economy. It's such early game that I'm not sure it's going to be too different, but we'll have a quick look. We're on Daz. He's on 422 now, but it was 60. And Meheecan is on 440, so Daz was actually ahead in eco, but the fact that he had to purchase the eco is what put him behind in production. This industry is under threat now from some commandos, and soon after so will this energy well. But these tanks are going for the other energy well location just to check it's there. Fortunately for Daz, he hasn't built one there yet, so he's not got to worry too much, but the tanks are in the back of his base and could start building up some territories behind Daz as well. It looks like the commandos are being pulled back. They don't want to engage now anymore with the amount of units coming in to try and take them out. Meheecan's actually struggling with energy, which means these tanks are going to stop in their tracks any second. There you go, they can't move, and they're black smoking. One is still defying the physics here and just going forward anyway. They obviously had enough to fuel it, but... And now they're at that place, it doesn't matter anyway. They will still fire, but if they smoke again, it will be... I think it's 5 seconds of extra damage. I'm not 100% sure, so they're going to have weaker armor, basically. And tanks are running away over here successfully as well, but Meheecan's now... No, Daz is now focused on the front. So those tanks have escaped, and they probably will be able to get some territories down there. Looks like that's what they're planning to do. The commandos switched their target from the industry into this energy well, and I think they might actually get the kill. That is going to hurt Daz. He's got no storage anyway, so losing that means these helicopters are going to be grounded instantly. But I think Daz actually is going to save it. That was a pretty close one there, to be fair. So both players are struggling, it's just in different parts. It looks like Daz, because he went for eco, got attacked early and lost it, means he's behind on eco. Whereas Meheecan is using too many tanks and struggling on his energy supply. At this point, when you've got so many tanks and you're struggling with the energy, I know that artillery are not better than tanks, but tanks and artillery in a functioning army is definitely better. These tanks over here can't move to attack an exposed base right now, which is unfortunate. Meheecan, for all intents and purposes, could have won that earlier if they had tried to mix their army up earlier with, you know, the energy issues. What are the tanks doing down here still? Are they moving? Yep, they are capturing the territories here. Helicopters are getting some free shots on weakened tanks here. And I think 2 are going to go down. There we go. This one's just going to get damaged. These ones are turning around against this one, but I don't think they're going to have enough ammo to kill it. Unless it's just with machine guns, but no, they are getting pulled back. But these 2 are rushing towards this airfield, which is a problem. Fortunately, Meheecan has tried to take on the industry and didn't manage to get the kill. Same as this energy wow and same as the airfield. Although the damage is also costing Daz some extra economy, not getting the kills on these things until now is just keeping Daz in the game pretty much. But Meheecan is still building up their tank forces and has now sorted out their energy issue. Now if you did switch into the artillery before and you've sorted out your energy issues now is the time where you want to go back straight into tanks. These tanks are now going to freely capture the territories a bit faster as well because of the energy. And more tanks are going to be pushing through. There is a few more helicopters now, so maybe the helicopters can push back against these tanks, but there is far more tanks than helicopters available. And still only 1 energy well, so all Meheecan has to do is take out Daz's energy well, and then he's going to pretty much win. Which I think Daz realised and thought that that's exactly what's going to happen. It was his only counter to what was going on, and he was just about to lose it, so he gave up early. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know how you would have handled that game as either player, I guess. And there are 2 videos on screen right now. Feel free to click on one, and I'll see you there.